This Palworld save has everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. We got maximum technology, we've got all the legendary weapons, we have every pal. Lucky legendaries, alpha legendaries, max work speed legendaries, and of course, all of the technology points. So I found this on Nexus Mods, and the point is to not ruin the fun for Palworld, but enhance it. I can do anything I want, and I can test any scenario. So the first thing I want to do is build a PAL gear workbench and start crafting stuff so we can pull out this Anubis and see how fast he works. Alright, just absolutely cracked. And since we have like 9,999 of every item, we can craft whatever we want, so let's get that Frostallion saddle going. That's actually pretty insane. So see what I mean? This is just more fun than anything. Now, this isn't the perfect most ultimate save file. I still need to build out a base to get all the upgrades, and the pals are level 1, but that doesn't matter a crazy amount because we can just kind of build out and customize as we need to. I also want to get a breeding farm down somewhere so we can get that going. Also means I can keep these 9,998 cakes from spoiling. We can grab all the PAL spheres we will ever need, and then we can just play around with things. I never built a rocket launcher in my main playthrough because it's kind of crazy and very resource intensive, but I want to see what happens if we utilize information that's been coming out about Palworld. So I covered this in a different video about PAL skills, but mounted element boosts are kind of crazy because we get 50 to 100% damage. Now, I don't think I have the capacity to catch or breed 100 Frostallion to get to the maximum level. Yes, I know there's a palgenning mod. I just wanted to see what I could do with the save file as is before going into any other crazy stuff in mods. 50% damage increase, and then all the synergies. Synergy. Frostallion and Frostallion Knocked swap the player's damage type to ice. This means the player's attack fully benefit from the elemental damage boost of 50 to 100% and makes Frostallion good for both mounted player damage and mounted PAL damage. Then I want to catch a ton of Gobfin so we can boost our player attack, and if I get some Vanguard, we can start breeding them, and then we can go for like a max player attack hit that would otherwise take forever to farm. Alright, while that's going, I've got Stronghold Strategist and Vanguard breeding. I used a memory wiping potion to see the effect of attack on player damage. The question is, does going from 100 attack to 200 attack double your damage? I think it does way more than that because it seems like the defensive fall off is pretty hard, like if you have a low attack compared to high defense, so we can go and start testing. Alright, Legendary Assault Rifle versus level 49 Lylene Knocked does 23 damage. Yeah, we're definitely going to scale that. Alright, so I want to test at just 120 attack, and now we're at 26 damage. So it actually barely went up. Alright, so now we're at 198 attack. Does this get us closer and actually do some damage? 48 damage. So it did double it. Huh. Attack Pendant gives us 227, Attack Pendant plus 1 gives us 247, and then we're at 54. Alright, coming back with 338 attack, only to do 60-something damage. That actually doesn't make sense. And that's why it's really good to have a save file like this to test things out for free. I thought that if you got your attack high enough, you would start seeing like crazy returns into the higher level pals, but no. Okay, so how much damage is a Capriti body shot? 1100. How much damage does a body shot do to Capriti after resetting? 239. Ish. Wow. Wait, those Capriti numbers actually prove me right, because 1100 is more than 3 times any 200 and something damage. Problem is your attack just is so low as a human, you can't get it to scale even with the legendary assault rifle. So you really just get the percent increase versus like the flat damage of the weapon versus the defense. But then PAL attack scales crazy, so that could just be better. Angry shark do 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 do. Don't worry, that's all that I'm going to do 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 do. Okay, that's it for real. But yeah, we have Vanguard on all of them, so max amount of damage. We did upgrade it a bit because, yeah, you can actually get a little bit of an attack increase, but to get the maximum amount, you have to do a crazy amount of condensing. So I'm going to pass on that, and the level 1 and 2 doesn't really give a lot, but damage is damage. However, from those damage checks, it already feels like my plan is not going to go crazy. We are at 409 attack though. And now we can go all in, so let's make a Chillet saddle. Also, Chillet, possible to upgrade in the condenser fairly easily. Legit, I feel like Mewtwo stealing everyone's Pokemon in the first movie. This is amazing. Okay, so we managed to get Vanguard Wriggling Weasel level 4, which is going to give us an 80% damage boost. That's fine. Oh, that's interesting. It's an additive attack boost. It's not multiplicative at the end. So currently, we have 123%. But then, we hop on Chill It, 203%. So there's the 80 attack. It just gives you the flat 80 attack right there, and then it converts your damage. Okay, so what happens to Lylene Knocked now? Why is it so tanky? So we're doing 215 damage on a super effective hit with the assault rifle at 587 attack. Do we get diminished room returns? What? Actually, no. Super effective hits are only a 50% increase, so what we saw is in line with like the 8.8 times damage bonus that we now have on our base attack. Just can't outscale it, dang. Now, does this give us significant damage against Victor? I mean, like 600 on a hit is pretty dope considering like the amounts that we were doing. And I do have one last thing on the rocket launcher. We did 13,000, that's it. That's all he gets, 13,000 damage with the rocket launcher. Like, no crazy scaling, nothing like that, 14,000. Can you even weak spot with the rocket launcher because it's so much? Probably not. Okay, so my dream of scaling my attack so high that I just one-shot Victor, not even close. The damage calculations in this game, pretty rough. But this kind of shows like what I can do with the save file. I can build anything I want, I can manufacture anything I want, and for now at least I have like a little bit of everything so we can test like our Jet Dragon that has Nimble and all the super duper fast stuff. Yeah, and I'm really gonna have to use Pal Edit because this is not viable to like get the maxed out Sweepa with maxed out everything, do the same for Sweep because those stat bonuses are crazy. Also, all of these pals mean I have less space to like gather other pals for condensing and stuff. Oh man, there's just like so much to test and so much to max out on this game. It's pretty crazy. Sweet Sweepa buff goes pretty hard, 24% to attack and defense for a total of 96%. Also, Sweepa's partner skill is a lie. Both Sweepa and Elizabeth have a hidden partner skill that increases their attack stat. So you just get 8% more. That's not crazy. Also, it's kind of like weird when you read this, so it can be written. While fighting together, stats will increase the more Sweet are on your team. So that's wrong. Also, you don't have to ride to get the bonus. It's just like once you have it unlocked, then you upgrade it and it just gets the up to 8% attack. So reading this is confusing to what actually happens. Can be written, while fighting together, stats will increase the more Sweet are on your team. Except no, it's just a flat attack increase for the Sweepa depending on the level, and you don't have to be riding it to get the attack bonus, and then the attack bonus is also going to do some weird stuff because I'm pretty sure that the amount of Sweet is not going to stack multiplicatively with the passive skills. So we're not going to get, you know, this 342 and then almost double it. We're going to be adding 96% to the 85% of the 185 base, which actually does some really interesting math stuff. So it's not 342 times 1.96 giving us a 670 attack. It's actually going to be 185 times 2.81 giving us a 519 attack stat. And that's only at level 5, and that's without all the other upgrades and the max condensing and stuff. So Sweepa becomes a monster, and we can test that out in a future video. So guys, enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.